Imagine a structure so old, so impossibly ancient, that it predates the Egyptian pyramids by thousands of years. A site carved in stone and mystery, hinting at a civilization whose story we have barely begun to uncover. This isn't science fiction. It's real. And it's leaving archaeologists stunned.
For centuries, we believed the Great Pyramids of Giza, rising proudly in the desert sun, represented the dawn of monumental architecture. But a discovery far older now challenges that narrative. In a windswept plateau, archaeologists have unearthed a sprawling complex that seems to date back nearly 12,000 years. An age when most humans were thought to live only as nomadic hunter-gatherers. Yet here stands evidence of something extraordinary. Organized societies capable of planning, engineering, and creating vast sacred monuments long before Egypt's golden age. What makes this revelation shocking isn't just its age, but its sophistication. Massive stone pillars, weighing tons, are arranged with uncanny precision. Intricate carvings of animals and abstract symbols adorn their surfaces. These stones were quarried, shaped, and transported using methods that remain unexplained. How could a civilization with no metal tools, no wheels, and no written language accomplish such feats? This is the puzzle that keeps modern scientists awake at night. Even more baffling are the astronomical alignments embedded in the structure. Recent studies suggest that the site may have been designed to track celestial events, solstices, equinoxes, and even the slow drift of the stars themselves. If true, this would mean that these ancient builders possessed a sophisticated understanding of the heavens thousands of years before Babylonian star charts or Egyptian sun temples. Did they watch the skies for survival? Or was it a quest for something deeper, an attempt to connect with the cosmos itself? But with every discovery comes a deeper mystery. Beneath the main complex, archaeologists uncovered layers upon layers of buried chambers. Some appear to have been intentionally backfilled, as if the builders wanted to preserve the site for the future. What knowledge were they hiding? Were these chambers meant as time capsules, or as offerings to forgotten gods? The intentional burial suggests ritual importance, and perhaps a desire to leave behind a legacy meant to outlast their civilization. This discovery doesn't stand alone. Around the world, evidence is mounting of ancient sites that challenge the timeline of human history. In Turkey, at Göbekli Tepe, circular enclosures carved with wild beasts have been dated to around 9,600 BCE. In Scotland's Orkney Islands, massive stone villages rise from the earth, older than Stonehenge. And now this newly unearthed site adds another piece to the puzzle. It suggests that human civilization didn't emerge suddenly in Mesopotamia or along the Nile. It evolved in scattered places, driven by shared impulses to build, to worship, and to leave a mark upon the earth. The implications are staggering. If such advanced architecture existed millennia before Egypt's pyramids, then our understanding of the human journey may be incomplete. Were there forgotten civilizations, now erased by time, that paved the way for later empires? Did knowledge of engineering, astronomy, and religion spread across continents, only to vanish and reappear in cycles? These are the questions that ripple through archaeological circles today. Adding to the mystery are the recent discoveries of microscopic residues on the stones themselves. Traces of pigments suggest the monuments were once painted in vivid colors, their carvings glowing in the flicker of torchlight. And ground-penetrating radar has revealed that much of the site remains buried, waiting to be excavated. What lies hidden beneath could transform speculation into fact, or deepen the enigma even further. But perhaps the most unsettling realization is this: we may be staring at the fingerprints of humanity's first great culture, one that flourished and disappeared long before recorded history. Their voices are silent, their names forgotten, yet their monuments endure. These stones whisper of myths, rituals, and cosmologies that shaped the human mind long before the rise of pharaohs and kings. Archaeologists now face a daunting challenge. every shovel of earth uncovers another layer of questions. Was this place a temple? A gathering ground for rituals of life and death? Or something even stranger? A laboratory of spirituality where early humans tested their relationship with the cosmos? Some scientists believe that sites like this mark the birth of religion itself, the moment when humans shifted from mere survival to asking the eternal questions, who are we? Why are we here? As new dating techniques refine our timelines, discoveries like this force us to reconsider the neat progression of history. The narrative of primitive hunter-gatherers giving way to advanced civilizations may be far too simplistic. Instead, the past appears as a tapestry of brilliance and loss, innovation and collapse, with forgotten chapters waiting to be rediscovered. What is certain is that this structure stands as one of the oldest testaments to human ingenuity ever found. Older than the pyramids, older than Stonehenge, a monument to ambition, mystery, and the unquenchable human desire to reach beyond the ordinary. And so, the sands of time continue to shift, revealing secrets once thought lost forever. Each discovery reminds us that history is not a closed book. It is a living story, still being written. This ancient structure, older than the pyramids, is more than just stone. It is a message across millennia, daring us to listen, to question, and to wonder. Because, in the end, the greatest mystery is not the stones themselves. It is the people who raised them, the forgotten architects of humanity's first great dream. Finding a structure older than the pyramids has already challenged everything we thought we knew about early civilization. But discoveries like this don't stop on land, because hidden beneath the waves, scientists have uncovered the remains of an ancient city. A city so advanced and so out of place in history that it simply shouldn't exist.
There's huge areas of the world that have never been looked at by archaeology at all. Or if looked at by archaeology, looked at only minimally. Of course, the most important are the flooded continental shelves. And that's why Santa and I spent 7 years of our lives scuba diving all around the world.
Nestled at the westernmost edge of the Saurashtra Peninsula in what is now the state of Gujarat, India, the ancient city of Dwarka offers a narrative that is as rich in spirituality and mythology as it is in historical urban development.
The calculation is that 27 million square kilometers that was above water during the Ice Age is underwater now.
The city's strategic positioning near the confluence of the Gomati River and the Arabian Sea played a pivotal role not just in safeguarding it from potential invaders, but also in bolstering maritime trade and fostering connections with other parts of the ancient world. This geographical advantage, coupled with the city being enveloped by water on all sides, either as a peninsula or a series of islands, crafted a natural fortress that was a challenge for any adversary to overcome.
Most of human civilization has been organized around water, right? And as the water levels change, some of those ancient cities could be completely covered.
We did a lot of diving in southern India, so it was great for her to be able to talk in their own language to Tamil fishermen and Tamil divers and see if they'd seen any weird stuff underwater, which they certainly had.
Moreover, the Gomati River's proximity not only enhanced the city's scenic beauty, but also served as a crucial lifeline for its residents. Dwarka's urban landscape, as depicted in ancient texts, was nothing short of architectural grandeur. The city boasted of meticulously planned streets, a state-of-the-art drainage system, and formidable fortifications, all of which were divided into well-defined sectors for residential, commercial, and administrative purposes.
We know that it's been underwater for about 6,000 or 7,000 years, but the question is, how long before that was it made? How long did it stand there above water?
This level of urban planning and civil engineering sophistication showcases an advanced understanding of city management and infrastructure development, making Dwarka a marvel in ancient urban planning. The city's defensive structures, including a series of gates and fortifications, underscored the thoughtful defensive strategy employed in its construction. These were not merely architectural feats, but were strategically designed to regulate access and provide unwavering protection against invasions. Such architectural and strategic prowess points to a high degree of sophistication and indicates that Dwarka was a city that blended beauty with brains, making it a formidable entity in the ancient world.
You're coming across statues underwater, you're coming across columns underwater. It's just magical in diving on an underwater city.
Diving into the depths off the coast of modern-day Dwarka in Gujarat, India, archaeologists have embarked on marine explorations that have significantly advanced our understanding of the ancient city's grandeur and the sophisticated civilization that once flourished there. These underwater explorations have brought to light submerged structures, stone foundations, walls, pillars and steps that many believe were part of the legendary Dwarka, a city of immense importance in Hindu scriptures. The discovery of such elaborate underwater architecture points towards the advanced engineering and construction techniques of the time, hinting at a society that was far ahead of its contemporaries in terms of urban planning and infrastructure development. The use of modern technology, including sonar scanning, diving explorations, and underwater photography, has been instrumental in mapping out the submerged city, providing us with a clearer picture of its complexity and the scale at which it operated. But the revelations don't stop at structures. A plethora of artifacts unearthed both from the seabed and land excavations near Dwarka tell tales of a culturally rich and economically prosperous society. The remnants of well-laid streets and an elaborate drainage system underscore a high degree of urban planning, indicative of a society that valued organization, environmental health, and the well-being of its citizens. Moreover, the variety of materials discovered suggests Dwarka was a bustling hub of trade and cultural exchange, maintaining connections with other civilizations of its time. This diversity not only showcases the city's economic vitality, but also its cultural openness and dynamism. But perhaps what's most fascinating is the chronological evidence unearthed through radiocarbon dating.
We have to accept that civilization in India is at least 5,000 years old. The largely and correctly discredited notion of an Aryan invasion of India needs to be abandoned.
Some artifacts and structural components of the submerged city have been dated back to the 2nd millennium BCE, aligning Dwarka's timeline with that of Lord Krishna, as described in traditional beliefs and ancient texts. This dating not only cements Dwarka's place as a significant cultural, religious, and economic center in the ancient world, but also bridges the gap between mythological narratives and historical reality. These archaeological findings offer a tangible framework to understand the evolution of urban settlements in ancient India, shedding light on societal structures, trade practices, and the cultural dynamics of the time. As we piece together clues from the past, Dwarka holds a special place in the tapestry of Hindu mythology and Indian ancient history, not just for its divine origins, but also for the mystery and majesty that encompass its story. At the heart of Dwarka's legend is its foundation by Lord Krishna, a pivotal figure in Hinduism revered across various traditions. The epic tales from the Mahabharata and the Bhagavata Purana tell us of Krishna's quest to protect his people from persistent threats, leading to the establishment of this city. It wasn't just a random choice. Krishna was strategic, opting for a location that offered natural defenses and prosperous living conditions for his subjects. Positioned on the western coast, Dwarka was a fortress against adversaries, thanks to its geographical advantages and access to vital sea routes that facilitated trade and communication. This city wasn't just a safe haven, it was a symbol of divine protection and ingenuity, blending spiritual significance with architectural splendor. The story of Dwarka, with its grand buildings and eventual mysterious submergence, captures the imagination, making it a subject of fascination and reverence. Dwarka, often hailed as the City of Gold in ancient scriptures, embodies not just the literal application of gold in its architecture, but also represents an era of unparalleled wealth, prosperity, and architectural ingenuity. This legendary city, with its palaces shimmering with gold and precious stones, grand public spaces, and formidable fortifications, stands as a testament to the zenith of ancient urban development and prosperity. The city's opulence wasn't confined to its material wealth. It extended to its sophisticated design and layout, which were attributed to Vishwakarma, the divine architect in Hindu mythology. Commissioned by Lord Krishna, Vishwakarma's vision for Dwarka was nothing short of architectural brilliance. The planning of Dwarka was meticulously executed, with distinct zones for residential quarters, marketplaces, temples, and public buildings. This segregation ensured that the city functioned efficiently, with each area serving its purpose without encroaching on another. The residential quarters, designed for comfort and accessibility, were likely constructed with not just security in mind, but also aesthetics, ensuring that the city's inhabitants lived in an environment that was safe, beautiful, and harmonious with nature. But perhaps the most captivating tale of Dwarka is its mysterious submergence.
The submergence of those sites is largely because of subsidence of land rather than sea level rise, because it's relatively recent.
Legend has it that following Lord Krishna's departure from this world, the city met its end, swallowed by the sea. This story isn't just a pivotal chapter in Hindu mythology, marking the end of an era and the onset of Kali Yuga. It has also piqued the interest of archaeologists and historians. Their underwater explorations near the modern city of Dwarka have unearthed submerged structures, offering a tangible link to the city's legendary past. These discoveries hint at the existence of a significant settlement that might have gradually succumbed to rising sea levels or other catastrophic events, giving some historical backbone to the mythological tales. The submergence of Dwarka is often seen through a symbolic lens, reflecting on the ephemeral nature of wealth and the inevitability of change. It reminds us that even the most splendid creations, no matter how grand or well-built, are not immune to the forces of time and nature. This story, rich with historical intrigue and mythological depth, continues to enchant and provoke thought, bridging the ancient with the present and the mythical with the real.